Mazuma Boxing here, back with another video. Alright guys, let's talk about Chris Eubank Jr. versus Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. Alright man, if you guys haven't heard, Triple G's team and Eubank Jr.'s teams are in deep negotiations to set up a fight against each other. I believe it's in later on this year, I believe September. And correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I believe it was September 2016. And I really like this fight. Me personally, I love this fight. It's finally something that Triple G deserves. A strong, quality opponent that isn't scared to face him. If you watch these other guys, Billy Joe Saunders refuses to fight Triple G. Sergio Martinez, back when he was champion, refused to fight Triple G. Miguel Cotto claimed he wasn't a middleweight with the middleweight title. Canelo claimed he wasn't a middleweight with the middleweight title. And nobody wanted to face this man. He fought solid contenders like fucking Curtis Stevens, a power puncher in Curtis Stevens. Fought Gabe Rosado coming up from 154. Who else? I mean, David Lemieux was probably his toughest opposition yet, and the man didn't stand a chance with Triple G in the ring. Looked like the man amongst boys in that fight. And Triple G has fought some names, but those guys really haven't accomplished much. But now, I mean, Eubank Jr. isn't like the most accomplished fucking middleweight either, but at the end of the day, this guy only has one loss. He lost to Billy Joe Saunders, someone who refuses to fight Triple G, as I stated before. And the man is on a roll, and his name is buzzing all throughout, and is constantly calling out Triple G. And if you go on his Twitter, he says that he's not fighting him for the money like everybody else wants to fight him for. He wants to fight for the reward. He's not taking into consideration the higher risk of him losing. I mean, he's already tasted defeat before, and it wouldn't be a shame to lose to Triple G either. Like, this guy is just steamrolling through everybody. 20+ knockout streak. You really can't be ashamed of yourself if you lose to this guy. This guy is one of the pound-for-pound kings right now. And I'm impressed with Triple G for taking this fight as well, because there had been plenty of other fighters who had called out Triple G, including Eubank Jr., that he hasn't really given the time to. For instance, Andre Ward, which is a whole different kind of situation. Landy Lars calling him out, willing to move up to 160. Didn't get a word from Triple G. But now that Chris Eubank Jr. is calling him out, it seems to have gotten his attention, so I would love to see what happens. Me personally, I think Triple G stops him. I just think that Triple G is just too strong, and another thing this guy doesn't get credit for is how technical he is. Cuts off the ring really well. I mean, he's not the fastest puncher, but he's a real precise puncher. His accuracy is pretty solid, and I think that will take a toll on Chris Eubank Jr. But let's give credit when credit is due. Chris Eubank Jr. has heart. The man's gonna come to fight. He's not, and as far as we know, regarding what he's saying, it doesn't seem like he's gonna come to lose either. I think he's going to try his best to get the W, but I just don't see that happening realistically. In my mind, I believe Triple G is going to find a way to hurt him, and he will stop him. This is what I believe. But Chris Eubank has some power as well, so I wouldn't be surprised, not if Triple G would get hurt, but if he landed some good shots on him that'll like catch Triple G's attention. And this is what I want to know. A lot of people give credit to Triple G for his great chin, but really, like, who has he really gotten hit by? I mean, he's barely got touched by David Lemieux. I mean, he let William Monroe Jr. hit him, but William Monroe Jr. isn't really classified as a solid puncher. I mean, the guy is lean and he's like real muscular, but his KO ratio isn't that solid. Gabe Rosado landed some punches on him, but Gabe Rosado isn't that big of a puncher either. And you know, Curtis Stevens is a puncher as well, but he didn't really, you know, I mean, he's a puncher. Yeah, Curtis Stevens is a puncher. And if you watch on the greatest hits, he's showing Curtis Stevens landing some blows that necessarily didn't really affect Triple G. But I mean, he's not like a fucking super puncher like Triple G is anyway. I mean, there's punchers and there's super punchers, and that's how I classify them, man. And Triple G's a fucking super puncher, and I have yet to see Triple G get in the ring with somebody, and I'm not saying it's his fault, but I haven't seen anybody with power equal or as not equal, but a solid, like a real solid puncher. I haven't seen like a real solid puncher, somebody who's going around making noise, other than David Lemieux. But David Lemieux wasn't able to touch him. Give credit to Triple G when it's due. But let me know what you guys think about this right here. How do you see this fight happening? Are there people out there that think that Eubank will be able to pull this off? I mean, me personally, I don't think so. But you fans, the fans' opinions vary from mine, and I'm just like a fan like any of you other guys. Let me know what you guys think about this fight. This is Mazuma Boxing, and we out of here.